Hello and welcome back. I'm Randy Newbert from VoodooFX. In today's video, we'll be doing a model kit review on a new model kit from Dream Studios. So let's get started. Okay guys, so we're here today with quite a treat. This is the Battle Beyond the Stars Nell. This model is brought to you by Dream Studios. This one is quite a large scale print, and again, these are available at Dream Studios, and they're also available at 8K Miniatures as a ready to go print. And again, I can't stress the fact that this thing is just a beautiful model kit. This one was printed in black, but they can come in different colors as well. It just so happens to be that this one was in this material. So overall, it comes in two body parts. It's got the main section here of the model, and again, I think you can see kind of the scale of what this is, and just how beautifully this thing is put together. It has a few little printing things that you have to kind of deal with. You know, again, a little bit of light primer and or some filler primer, a little bit of sandpaper, and this is all fixed up. It's really actually a super clean model. If I was going to build this one right out of the box, I probably would just hit it with some light primer, scuff sand it a few times, and I think I'd be there as far as getting some of the lines out of it a little bit here and there. But overall, I mean, what a beautiful print. I mean, this thing is just amazing as far as scale. Again, it's all hollow. It comes in the back here. It has little key points here to align the other section. And again, it's cut out for an interior, so you can actually put a full-blown interior in this model. And yeah, just blown away at the size and the scale. Now here's the back half. And the back half, again, has the key points here, so you can actually, you know, key it up onto the model itself to the other half. And then it's got fully set up. The engines are all printed all the way through, which is kind of nice, you know, that it's got that engine print. You don't have to deal with any separate parts. It's already built in. All the mechanical areas are in. The lower engines are all in. I mean, there's some small support lines that need to be cleaned out here and there, but overall, just a beautiful looking model kit. I really have nothing but really positive things to say about this model. If you're going for the large, you know, for that large appearance and the large look, this model is, this is the very large scale version. But this is not the way the kit comes in default. Default, it comes in a little bit of a smaller version, which I think is broken down to an 18-inch version. But again, I will double check those numbers. And again, they'll be available both on Dream Studios website and 8K Miniatures to kind of show, you know, what the scaling is on this model. This model is quite large, this version. Again, this was just sent in as a test print, but overall, I'm going to put it up on the tape measure here. If you go to the end of the tail and you look at the front half here, we're looking around these two parts together. It's about 18 inches long overall. I think the default scale is a little smaller. I think it's more like a 14 or 13-inch model. But again, I'll double check those scales and you can check with them. Here's the engine assemblies, and just look at these engines. I mean, these things are just beautiful. Again, everything's intact. All the supports are in here. It's all one piece. Both Chris and Sean did an amazing job at really breaking this model down, as far as a 3D printed right out of the box. You will need to do some pinning for the nacelles, or for the engine nacelles. A small piece of aluminum rod, maybe even a little small piece of brass rod. I prefer aluminum just because it's lightweight and rigid, is my preference. But again, these will require a little bit of pinning in order to attach them onto the model. But they have a good facet on there. And again, this is kind of what it looks like when it's on there. And I mean, again, you can just kind of get the idea of the scale of this model. It's just beautiful. I mean, if out of all the kits that came out through this year, this is a real treat. This piece. Let me give you a little overall scale of this piece, end to end on measurement wise. And this piece is about 11 1/4 inches, give or take. So I could say almost 11 1/2 inches long. Just on the nacelles. There's 2 of them that come in the kit, both a left and a right. And again, they need some pinning work, but they're just kind of going to sit, once they're pinned up, they're just going to sit right onto here. And again, just, the beauty of this model is it's just beautiful all the way throughout. Now, the colors on this model are very organic. They're kind of like an orange, brown style look. And here's a left engine too. So the colors are a little bit forgiving as far as the overall appearance of it. So that's a real bonus and a plus on that side of it. There is again, these need some keying. They need to be keyed up, and some rod stock mounted in here to pin these. But again, I mean, just, the detail on this thing. And again, I'll have imagery coming in and out of all these shots so you can kind of get an idea of how this thing actually really looks. But all the details are all on the part, Again, I have to give it to Dream Studios for making this model a very simplified version. So the main body here, and the nacelles, you're dealing with 4 pieces of a model. I mean, this is not a lot of rocket science to put this one together. Again, super hollow, lightweight. Again, you can kind of maybe get a little bit more of a better idea of the actual scale and just how, I mean, it's just a beautiful model kit. And again, you can just kind of get an idea. I mean, I'm holding this thing with 2 hands. I mean, again, we're looking around 20 plus inches, give or take, with the 2 halves together. And again, since it's all cut out for wiring and for lighting, it's already lighting ready. You will have to do a little bit of mod to get the interior lights to go in there. But again, these parts just go together like a breeze. So it's going to be really easy to do the assembly work. So let me go ahead and let me move forward here. I'm going to just kind of slip these back together for a little bit. And what it comes with in the cockpit area, it comes with this separate cockpit window. Again, this is a 3D print. And again, these are just, again, the really high quality prints. And I was just messing around with it just to kind of fit it in there. Anyway, I put this piece in here and it just literally slid right into the model. So fit-wise, it's really good. So there's a front screen for the cockpit. Then it also comes with this little slide-in cockpit. And again, this cockpit, it's got a set of seats just like the original. It's got all the little detail for up in here for the mechanical. And it's got some side area or side windows that are over here. I want to call them, maybe a better name for these would be like little doorways. And these little doorways can be backlit. And then there's a little tiny transition tunnel here that come into the back of the cockpit, and that's probably where you could either A, set a light or drill a light in the back, or B, you can backlight this in a fashion that will actually just light up this rear area. And you don't need much light to make this model really pop. And what's really nice is I really enjoyed the way that it kind of just, it's a real simple fit job. So they've allowed enough space in here for it just to literally, it just kind of slides in here, and then you adjust it to the size of the window frame, and that's it. The interior's in. So once you put a little bit of glue in there and you get all your wiring in there, that's it. The cockpit is set. I'm going to see if I can, I don't know if you can see it very good from this side, but again, beautiful. Easy to install. Let me try the frame too as well. So last time you kind of just sat the frame on here and I didn't really push it very hard to get in there. But again, it's almost like a pressure fit job. Oh, there we go. So there's the front cockpit window. And again, you can see I just kind of pressure fitted it in there and it just kind of popped into place. Now with a little bit of sanding and a little bit of filing, this thing will just go right in. And then again, it will look really good if it's lit inside this main area. And also what comes with this too, which is kind of I really kind of enjoy this feature that it comes with. But inside, if you want the little eye light off the side here, there's a, let me see if I can get it in camera a little bit better. And you can see all the panel lines on this thing too. It's loaded with panel lines. But this little spot right here is it's got a little dimple, here a little bubble. And if you want, you can pop this out or drill it out, and you can go ahead, and it comes with a little tiny clear style marble. And again, these are really nice, really high quality clear glass. And you can backlight these, and you just drill this out until this fits, and you can put the little clear eye piece right into the model and then backlight it again. And even some of the sublighting in the model probably might even be enough to actually do it. And that is how you can, if you want to go for that light, that little eyeball light, that's how you're going to light it up. So again, simple, easy setup, really easy to use. And to top it off, and all the parts here, it comes with the little small, this is very tiny. And again, I'll have to take a good visual picture of it. But this is Nell. This is the little globe when you see Nell talking to the pilot. This is it. And this is mounted on the roof side of the interior. That's a very small piece, but again, Dream Studios went up, the extra mile to make all these little tiny interior parts and make them accurate for the model. So again, that's pretty much the entire model kit. So what this breaks down to is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces for the interior, and that covers the entire cockpit. And you basically have the 2 main body halves and the 2 nacelles, so another 4 parts. So this is an 8-piece model kit. I have to give it again. I don't want to sound too much like a broken wheel here, but the simplicity of the buildup is very well engineered into the 3D model. So when Dream Studios kind of put this one together, they wanted to make this an easy kit to assemble. So and in this case, they have. So this is really, again, this is an 8-piece model kit. So assembly is going to be really kind of fast. And you need the extra time because in this model, there's a lot of painting detail in it. And there's a lot of panel colors and a lot of, so this will take a while to paint, but assembly-wise, fast. So this will go together really quick. Again, the model itself, great, all hollow. Again, they did a really good job as far as all the details on it. Again, I'm hoping you can see this well in the light. It should show pretty good in here. But it's just a amazing model kit. And again, I love the simplicity of a model that doesn't have a lot of components in it and is relatively easy to put together. That has a lot to say when you're going to do to doing build work. And overall, again, simplicity of the kit, the detail, and again, since this is such an odd, kind of an odd model, not a lot of people have a model kit of the Nell. I know that it was out in production for a while in a smaller version, but I mean, if you want to go big and you want to have a really heavy display model, this is kind of the way to go. And again, I think that I would, if you're able to do the 3D print, get a hold of Chris over at Dream Studios, and you can order up the 3D files if you're able to do the printing process on your own. And if not, you can commission Sean from 8K Miniatures and to do everything all in one shot. So 8K is kind of like a one-stop shop as far as they work the deal out with Dream Studios, so you're able to not only purchase the 3D file right there at 8K, but you can have the print service done also. So he has a package price for the buying the file and actually getting the physical print done. And then when you contact Sean about it, if you're going that route, he will be able to give him your address information and be able to give you kind of a quote on shipping. I think currently these ones are only done here in the States. I don't think he's doing them in international, but I'd have to double check that, or you can even double check that to see if they actually have them available. But I think most of these larger scale models or these big models are done, here in the U.S. only. I don't think they provide the international service for these kits. So anyway, there isn't much more to go over on this one because, again, simplicity. This is a simplified, very exotic model and sought after. My suggestion is, since these are available now, I would get them as soon as possible. In our industry alone, a lot of companies come and go, and a lot of times some of these models get discontinued. So you kind of have to be fast on the gun to pick one up. And again, I'll have all this information about where you can actually purchase this model through both of the companies. Either if you want the physical print and the file together, or if you just want to just buy the files direct from Dream Studios and print them on your own. So again, it gives you kind of both options to go both ways. But again, this was I want to thank Dream Studios for giving us this as a review. We were really excited to get this as a review because, again, it's rarity. This is a rare model, and all I can say is pick it up before they're all gone. These models don't last forever as far as availability. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. And I want to, again, thank both Dream Studios and I want to thank 8K Miniatures for allowing us to do these reviews for them. And again, I'll have all the contact information below in our below on the description. And that will be, I'll have links there so you can go and pick it up, pick up the model however you want to pick it up. if you want to go with either the 3D print or you want to go with just the already pre-printed model ready to go, or you just want to buy the 3D model itself on your own. So anyway, again, thanks for watching the video, and we will see you on the next one.